Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Welcome to my presentation. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Asti Nurdiana. It's a great honor for me to present a topic that I believe is both relevant and essential in the field of education, evaluating course books based on Cunningsworth theory. As we all know, course books play a significant role in the teaching and learning process. They serve as a primary resource for instructional materials and provide structure for lessons. However, not all coursebooks meet the necessary standard to effectively support learning. This raises an important question. What are the criteria of a good coursebook? The purpose of this presentation is to explore the criteria for evaluating coursebooks based on Alan Cunningsworth theory. We will analyze an English textbook. By understanding this principle, we can determine the characteristics of a good coursebook and ensure that it is aligned with the learning needs of both students and teachers. I hope this presentation will provide valuable insight and spark meaningful discussion about how we can select the best resource for effective teaching and learning. Without further ado, let us begin. Thank you for your attention. Alright, our presentation agenda today is to explain the introduction, literature review, research method, result and discussion, conclusion, and reference. The book that I will use to analyze is Practice Your English Competence for Second Senior High School. This book was written by Eka Mulya Astuti and the publisher is Erlangga. Let's start with the first discussion, namely the introduction. Learning issues. Textbook helps students understand new materials. Apart from that, textbooks are also able to provide direction for further learning for students who have special interests. As a learning resource, textbooks are also meaningful as a means of ensuring good uniformity of standards. Then, research problem. Textbooks are used as learning media, so we need to know whether this book meets the criteria to become a guide for students and teachers. Evaluation of textbook is important to identify problems that can affect learning effectiveness. Common problems include student lack of understanding of the materials, incompatibility of books' content with the curriculum, and ineffective language quality. Then the background of the research, a brief review of the relevant literature, evaluation of textbooks based on Cunningsworth 1995 theories include 8 criteria: objective and approach, design and organization, language content, abilities, topic, methodology, teacher's book, and practical consideration. Cunningsworth 1995 mentioned 2 reasons for textbook evaluation, including adopting new coursebooks and finding out the particular strengths and weaknesses in coursebook already in use. Then, the aim of the research. This research presented to evaluate the English coursebook entitled Practice Your English Competence for second grade of senior high school by using Cunningsworth theories. Research question. The research question is, to what extent does the English textbook entitled Practice Your English Competence for second grade of senior high school fulfill the criteria of a good English textbook based on Cunningsworth theories? And then the aim of the research. This aim of this research is to evaluate the English coursebook entitled Practice Your English Competence for second grade of senior high school by using Cunningsworth theories. Here we go to the next part is literature review. Definition of textbook. Based on Cunningsworth 1995, textbook as a curriculum that reflects predetermined language objectives and support for inexperienced teachers who still need to gain confidence. And textbook is a comprehensive learning and teaching resource, either print or electronic formatted, consisting of material designed collectively to support a significant portion of the expectation for a learning teaching activity. Now, criteria of a good coursebook. There are four criteria in selecting a coursebook. First is language level, and then topic or content suitability, activity type, and a sequence. Then, criteria of a good coursebook by Cunningsworth 1995. They should correspond the learner's needs, and then they should match the aims and objectives of the language learning program, and then they should reflect the uses present or future the learner will make of the language. The textbook should be chosen that will help equip students to use language effectively for their own purposes. They should take account of student needs and learners and should facilitate their learning process without dogmatically imposing a rich method. They should have a clear role as a support of learning like teacher. They mediate between the program and the learners. And then the criteria of a course books by Tom Lyson 2011, relevant of the material. He states the books must be relevant to student needs and interests. The content must support the set learning objectives so that students feel involved in the learning process. And then from Romero 1975, clear objective. He states that coursebook should clearly outline its objective, ensuring alignment with the curriculum and learning goals. And then from Jamara and Zain, 2006, clarity and readability, they state that the language used in the book should be clear, understandable, and suitable for the target audience level. It should use appropriate terminology and avoid overall complex explanation. And then from Lee and Mariani, 1980, comprehensive coverage. They said that the coursebook should provide comprehensive coverage of the subject matter, avoiding unnecessary omission while maintaining consistency. And then from Richard 2001, balance and theory and practice. He states that a good book combines theory with applicable practice. Students are given the opportunity to apply concepts in real context through practical exercise. These are the textbook evaluation by Cunningsworth theories. First are aim and approaches, and second are design and organization. Third is language content. Fourth is skills. Fifth is topic, and sixth is methodology. Now let's continue to research methods. A. Research design. This research uses descriptive qualitative method. The test source is the English textbook entitled Practice Your English Competence for second grade of senior high school. The textbook was written by Eka Mulia Astuti. The publisher is Erlangga. The textbook consists of 114 pages and divided into 10 units. The data analysis technique. This research used document analysis or content analysis method to describe the evaluation of the textbook by Genesik 1994 in REFO 2002. Then book evaluation using Cunningsworth checklist given score 1 until 5. This is the way to give the score. Now we'll discuss about results and discussion. A. Aim and approaches. Let's see the tables. This is the analysis from the coursebook. Number 1 is the aim of the coursebook, corresponding closely with the aims of the teaching programs and with the needs of the learners. I give it score 5. And then number 2 is the coursebook suited to the learning teaching situation, and the score is 4. Number 3 is the coursebook is comprehensive, the score is 4. Then number 4 is the coursebook is flexible, the score is 4. And then the total is 17 and percentage is 85%. The table beside means that the aim and approaches of the textbook is very good. It can be seen from the correspond closely with the aim of teaching program and the needs of the learners. It is in line with the statement of Richard 2001. Good textbooks are those that suit the learning objective, context of use, and student needs. He emphasized the importance of the relevance of the material in supporting students' achievement of competency. It also be seen from the comprehensive of the textbook. The textbook serves a comprehensive research offering structured activities that support both teachers and students in achieving learning objectives, thus enhancing self-direct learning and communicative competence. Overall, it meets several education criteria, making it a valuable tool in the language learning process. And it is in line with Tom License 2011 that comprehensive teaching materials are able to provide various learning elements from theory examples to practice application, thereby helping students understand concepts in depth. B is design and organization. Let's see the table. Number one is there are 5 components that make up the total course package. The score is 5. Number 2 is the content of the textbook is organized. The score is 4. Number 3 is the content of the textbook is sequenced. The score is 5. Then number 4 is the grading is suitable for the learners. The score is 3. Number 5 is the textbook is includes adequate revision components. The score is 4. Number 6 is there are reference sections for grammar in this textbook. The score is 4. Number 7 is it is quite easy to find the way around the course book and the layout clear. The score is 3. Total is 28 and it is 80%. So the table beside means that the design and organization are very good. It can be seen from the content of the book is sequenced. It is in line with Barnes 2010 that instructional material must be carefully sequenced to support learners' development in understanding complex language structure and cultural context. Next is language content. Let's see the table. Number 1 is the course book cover the main grammar items appropriate to each level. The score is 5. Number 2 is the material for teaching adequate in terms of quantity and range. The score is 4. Number 3 is the course book includes material for pronunciation work and the score is 5. Number 4 is the course book deal with the structuring and conversation and the score is 4. Number 5 is the language style of the course book matched to the social situation and the score is 4. So the total is 22 and it is 88%. The table beside means that the language content is very good. It can be seen that the course book covers the main grammar is item appropriate for each level. It is in line with the statement of Cunningsworth 1995 in choosing your course book. Cunningsworth discussed the necessity of course books to align grammar contents with learner proficiency levels to ensure effective language acquisition. And also it can be seen from the course book includes material for pronunciation work and it is in line with Cunningsworth 1995 and Cunningsworth states that course books should provide guidance and pronunciation as part of their contents, recognizing its critical role in language learning. Alright, the next criteria is skills. Let's see the table. Number 1 is all 4 skills of the course book are adequately covered. The score is 5. Number 2 is there is material for integrated skills work in the course book and the score is 4. Number 3 is reading passage of the course book is suitable. The score is 4. Number 4 is listening material of the course book is well recorded. The score is 4. Number 5 is the material in the course book for spoken English well designed to equip learners in real life and the score is 4. Number 6 is writing activities in the course book are suitable in terms, amount, degree, and style. And total is 20 and 5 and 83%. The table beside means that skills in the course book is very good. It can be seen from all 4 skills of the course book are adequately covered. It is in line with the statement of Cunningsworth that Cunningsworth states that a good course book should cover the 4 skills in a way that align with the learner's needs and objectives. The next criteria is topic. Let's see the table. Number 1 is there is sufficient materials for genuine interest to learners in the course book, and the score is Number 2 is there is enough variety and range of the topic in the course book. The score is 4. Number 3 is the topic of the course book will help expand students' awareness, and the score is 4. Number 4 is the topic of the course book are generally sophisticated enough in context. The score is 3. Number 5 is my students will be able to relate in terms of social and cultural context, and the score is 3. Number 6 is women and men are not portrayed and represented equally, and the score is 0. Number 7, other groups are not presented for origin or disabled, and then the total is 19 and 54%. The table beside means that the topic of the course book is fair. It can be seen from how the course book addresses issues of representation and inclusivity across different social groups. It is in line with the statement of Nunan 1999, and Nunan emphasizes that course books should include representation of various social groups and promote cultural awareness and sensitivity among learners. But we can see that the variety of the book is very good. It can be seen that there is enough variety of range and topic in the course book. It is in line with the Cunningsworth 1995. That Cunningsworth states that a good course book should provide a variety of topics that cater to the interests and needs of learners, engaging engagement and learning. And the last criteria is methodology. Let's see the table. Number 1 is communicative approach of language learning are taken by the course book. The score is 5. Number 2 is the level of active learner involvement can be expected is high. The score is 5. Number 3 is the techniques are used for presenting or practicing of a language are contextual learning, interactive activities, reception and reinforcement visual aids, and listening practice, and the score is 4. Number 4 is the material input any advice like study tips, language use, self-assessment, and curiosity and exploration, and the score is 4. So the total is 18 and 19%. So the table means that the methodology of the course book is very good. It can be seen from the approach are taken from the course book. The approach is communicative approach of a language learning, and it is in line with Brown 2000 in Principal Language Learning and Teaching. That Brown discussed the significance of the communicative approach in language learning or teaching, emphasizing in effectiveness in fostering real-life communication skills. Now, the conclusion. Based on Cunningsworth criteria from 1995, the coursebook practice your English competence for second grade of senior high school is very good. It can be concluded that the coursebook effectively aligns its content with the learner's needs and interests, covering relevant topics and engage students and promotes practical language use. The coursebook adequately of core language skills like listening, speaking, reading, and writing, ensuring a balanced approach to language learning that affects real-life communication scenarios. The book presents main grammar items appropriate for the student proficiency level, facilitating gradual and effective learning of the essential grammatical structure. There is an emphasis of pronunciation practice, which is crucial for developing students' spoken language skills. And overall communicative competence, the coursebook adopts communicative approach in language teaching, encourage active student involvement through interactive activities that foster meaningful communication. It includes material that expose students to various cultural contexts and changing their understanding and appreciation of different perspectives in language use. The last material is reference. The references that are used are number 1 from Ulumuddin Ihya 2017, kajian buku teks dan pengayaan kelengkapan dan kelayakan buku teks kurikulum 2013, serta kebijakan penumbuhan minat baca siswa Puslit Capdiku. Number 2 is from Cunningsworth 1995, Choosing Your Coursebook, Oxford Heinemann. Number 3 is from Astuti RW 2019, An Analysis of English Coursebook, Tesi State Institute of Islamic Studies of Ponorogo. Number 4 is from Padihin M 2020, Cunningsworth Best Theory of Textbook Evaluation. This listed analyzes the textbook when English rings a bell using Cunningsworth criteria. Number 5 is from Ismail Saud, 2023, Evaluation of Skill of Success Reading and Writing based on criteria designed by Alan Cunningsworth. And the last is from Mukundan J. Haji Muhammad R. and Nimas Salem, Developing an English Language Textbook Evaluation Checklist. Okay, friends, as we come to the end of this presentation on evaluating course books based on Cunningsworth theory, I hope I have provided valuable insight into the criteria that define a good course book. Understanding this principle is crucial in ensuring that the learning resources we choose effectively support the teaching process and meet the needs for our students. Thank you for your attention for my presentation. Together, let us strive to improve the quality of teaching and learning of better resource selection. Once again, thank you and have a great day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.